If you missed the 2014 movie Left Behind, don't worry, you haven't been left behind. The producers have been promising Left Behind 2 since 2014. The big issue at first was whether or not Nicolas Cage would return in the sequel. But since the first one was a flop, having Cage in it was enough to keep me away, the problem became financing. Few people want to waste their money making it or watching it. As I scroll through movie options trying to find something fit to watch, seeing Cage's face is enough to keep me moving. However, even if he doesn't make it into the sequel, I probably won't watch it anyway because of the subject. The movies are based on the Left Behind series of books by Tim LaHay, which are a fictionalized account of the fictional theory called dispensational premillennialism. It teaches that there will be a time when Christians disappear from earth while non-Christians are left behind. The whole theory was popularized in the early 1800s by a man named John Darby, who taught that God failed to convert the Jews with Jesus' first appearance 2,000 years ago. According to the theory, Jesus will have to come back to get it right. But if he failed the first time, how can we know he won't fail again and again? That's a puny God. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This format is too brief for a detailed analysis, but the whole dispensational premillennial theory is false. Let me repeat that. The whole dispensational premillennial theory is false. One of its key elements is that God is yet to fulfill the earthly physical land promised to Israel. However, that theory fails miserably for a whole host of reasons, but let's focus on one. It rejects the plain scriptural declarations that God fulfilled his promise. Under David and Solomon, God kept his earthly nation and land promise to Abraham. Judah and Israel were as many as the sand of the sea, and Solomon ruled over all the land from the river unto the border of Egypt. 1 Kings 4 verses 20 and 21. Exactly as God promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Also, the theory fails because it is anchored in a physical, this world mindset. Instead of in the spiritual mindset, focus on the spiritual realm of heaven, where Jesus cast our anchor. Hebrews 6 verses 19 and 20. The physical realm is temporary, while the spiritual is eternal. From before the beginning, God had bigger plans than an earthly nation on a little plot of land in the Middle East. His plan was for a spiritual kingdom of believers spread across the world, sharing the gospel with everyone and living in anticipation of an eternal dwelling in heaven. Galatians 3 verses 25 through 29 and Colossians 3 verses 1 through 4. Why believe in a puny, failed God who couldn't keep his promise when the Bible reveals a triumphant God who succeeded the first time because he is the great I am? And when Jesus comes again, no one will be left behind, not even Nicolas Cage. Thank you for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.